It's October 4th, 2013, and at this time of the year I start thinking about protection for the Musa Basjoo bananas, winter protection. Very simple here in our Zone 8B/9A climate on Salt Spring Island. Today I was mowing one of the parks, and a lot of the Acer macrophyllum, the large leaf native maple leaves, drop on the ground. So what we do, I take the John Deere ride-a-mower and I just shred these suckers right up, and I bag them up, and then I bring them here and I throw them around the base of the bananas. And this makes an excellent mulch for winter, and it also rots in over the winter months, and it just sort of turns into an amendment for the soil. And I've also put a bit of manure down first, and then I've covered it up with this. So it's very rare that our ground freezes here on Salt Spring Island, but preventative measures, just never know how harsh the winter is going to be, so better safe than sorry. So I like to mulch these. I've been growing these bananas outside since 1989, and last year it was so mild they stayed green right through the winter. We had no frost in here, and then they started to pump. They actually start pumping out leaves here on Salt Spring as early as February, so these are looking really good. As you can see, there's no rips in the leaves, don't get any wind. We're very sheltered here in the southern Gulf Islands, especially Salt Spring, because we are the most westerly of the southern Gulf Islands, tucked up against the big island, which is Vancouver Island, and we have many islands to the east of us that sort of block out any of the winds coming off the ocean. And also, I'm very close to the ocean here, about 900 feet or so from the beach, and but I got a big buffer of trees across the street, native conifers forest, that block out any cold winds. So winds on a winter day, any cold winds on a winter day, are absolutely nil in my garden. I've never had any cold winds, so when they're getting blown about in the eastern Fraser Valley on the mainland, quite a few miles away from here, across the strait, the trees are barely even moving here, which makes a big difference in what you can and cannot grow, because a lot of subtropical or marginal plants don't like the cold east winds because it desiccates the leaves. Anyway, I'll grab the camera and I'll give you a closer look at what I am doing here to the base. So tomorrow, now that I've got the mulched out maple leaves on here, I'm going to go to the beach tomorrow, and I'm going to grab a couple of big Rubbermaid containers of seaweed, because there's a lot of seaweed on the shoreline right now, and I'm going to put that seaweed over top of these leaves. Double whammy. So we got lots of stuff that'll rot down in here. It'll be food for these bananas. The bananas are heavy feeders, and this year I kept these guys watered really well. Last year they took a real beating in the drought. Our summers are very dry here. That's the problem. So it's not the winter I worry about, it's the summer. Giving things enough water to keep them green and alive. I don't lose plants in the winter. I've lost them in the summer, just due to lack of rainfall here on Salt Spring Island. So this is looking pretty good, nicely mulched up. And these guys are still growing because the temperatures are favorable for growing these right now. And they're looking nice, because we have had rain. And that's what they needed. They need moisture in the soil. More moisture in the soil. So I'll show you what this looks like here. Let me grab another handful of leaves here. I got two more big bags of leaves. I'm going to get more too. I'm not done yet. There we go. Beautiful. Everything's looking very lush in the garden today, at this time of the year especially. So there's the Musa Basjoo Japanese fiber bananas, and this is what the base looks like. So after Thanksgiving, and our Thanksgiving here in Canada is next weekend, October, the second week in October, I'm going to bubble wrap these trunks. I get bubble plastic and I bubble wrap the trunks. I never protect the foliage, and when we do get our first frost, killing frost, which may be December sometime, then the leaves will get knocked off by the frost, and the canes will remain standing till spring, because I do protect them with bubble wrap just to where the leaves start here on these Japanese fiber bananas. And you know, most winters you don't have to actually protect them, but you know what, if you want king size bananas, I think it's better to wrap them. I have the bubble wrap all pre-cut. It doesn't take very long to wrap these guys up. I'll shoot a video of me wrapping them so you can see how it looks and how easy it is, and I just use black electrician's tape to hold on the bubble wrap. So anyway, there you have it, folks. Musa Basjoo with a nice mulch of maple leaves, ground up maple leaves at the base. So ready for bubble wrap next weekend, and these guys will continue to keep growing until it gets cold enough where they won't grow. So you can see the leaves are in pretty good shape. That's actually from drought, the browning on the leaves. So, but you can see how flawless these leaves are. And it is, like I say, October 4th today. Looking good, huh? Not too bad for 48 degrees north latitude on the southwest coast of British Columbia, Canada. Easy enough to grow these suckers anywhere, especially along the coast. But they do like summer heat as long as you provide a lot of water.